Have you ever wondered what it takes to get the very most out of your training session? So here at B-Golf, we have a performance improvement process. And what we're going to do today is Ben's going to walk you through it. So we're going to show you how to walk yourself through this pip so you can train effectively and train forward. Ben, where would you like to start, buddy?
We're going to start with our favorite conversation. That's going to be the free swinging motion. So that would be the first thing I'm going to do in my training is I'm going to get my attention on one thing and I'm searching for freedom as I do it. So the first thing I'm going to do here is commit to the free swinging motion. I'm going to bounce between my jet stick and my 7-iron, just searching for freedom.
I'll be your caddy and coach.
Right.
Off we go. So the first thing is you're going to start swinging freely, yes?
Yeah, swinging freely. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my attention on the weight at the end of the jet stick. I'm going to rotate back, rotate through with it with no attention on that golf ball. I'm just going to make sure that the golf ball happens to be in the middle of my swinging motion.
Very good. So you get to the range, you get to your training session, start with the free swinging motion, always and forever. It's the starting and ending point all the time. And then as you do that, you said getting your attention on one thing. And then I'm curious, when you did that, what was your attention on?
My attention was just on staying present to the weight at the end of the jet stick.
Good,
so I never lost sight of where that weight was throughout my swing. So I just kept my attention on it, let it swing freely back and forth.
Very good. So are you going to do that here now with your 7-iron?
Same exact thing.
Very good. So keeping your attention on one thing. If you don't keep your attention on one thing, the movement starts to break down. It loses its cool, loses its fluidity.
And then I'm holding myself accountable after each one of these swings. So we use what's called a 1 to 5 scale. So a 5 would be I stayed present to the weight at the end of the stick and the ball was generally in the middle of motion. A 1 might be I had a bunch of swing thoughts, maybe that crept in there, or I started to worry about where the ball was going to go. So that would be a little closer to a 1 on my scale. So at first in my training session, I'm only trying to get 5s in my free swinging motion scale. This works. This is a big part of your success when it comes to playing golf. If you cannot do this, we would say you'll never play to your full potential.
Yeah, that's true. If you can't execute one thing at a time in a fluid free swinging motion, that's not going to work. And then people wonder why it doesn't work, and they get frustrated, and then start searching TikTok and Instagram, get confused, and it's a mess.
They go.
All right, so show me 2 more. So feeling the weight of the club head is all you're trying to do on this one.
That's it. That's it.
And an effort to get freer. Is that true?
That is true.
Very good. So in the interest of time, what I would say is like spend 5 to 7 minutes here. So then go back to a jet stick and swing freely. And so for about 7 minutes of your training session, you're literally just trying to free up the swing. You're not trying to fix the ball flight. You're not trying to do anything else. Very good. Very good. Last one here, buddy. So focus on the weight of the club head. We talked about consistency a while back. So if you want consistent outcomes, you're going to have to start to make the inputs more consistent or stabilize them like Ben is doing now with just focusing on the weight of the club head and freeing up the swing, yes?
Mm-hmm.